Hey guys, how it going? This is Yar Spark. We are back here in Elite Dangerous on another shipbuilding guide. Disclaimer, this ship is really heavily engineered, so if you do not have Horizons, I do not recommend watching unless you want to drool. Or just really want to see what I run most of the time. This is my Cobra Mark IV, one of my favorite ships in the game and one of my favorite ships to use overall. We're going to go over it and talk about what's in it and what you guys might think of it and any ideas that might help me. I run a white digital or white camo for my clan, the Winter Wolves. It's not my clan, I just happen to be in it, so yeah. Hard points. I run all multi-cannon. I'm probably thinking about getting some turrets, so I have my passenger to help me, but I don't see it needing a change yet, so I'm probably not going to worry about it. Right now I run 5 tier 5 overcharged weapons with incendiary rounds. This counts as a kinetic and thermal weapon, so what's nice is that it strips shields extraordinarily fast, evenly heavily modified shields, even prismatic shields. This is actually a pretty decent PvP ship. It's not really intended for it, but it will do it and actually does it fairly well. It's mostly meant for PvE, but I've actually PvP'd a little bit and also for fun, and I have not died in it, which is great. I do recommend, if you are going to do a setup like this, have one of your multi-cannons as corrosive shells. It will weaken their hull, which will make the overcharge and incendiary rounds much more powerful. But that's just me. Also, with this build, you kind of have to be careful on the temperatures. Firing them both, the small and medium, will cook the ship, but if you do it in burst or interchangeable, which I recommend doing it all at once until you reach your max, letting it cool for a second, and then switching back and forth to let them each reload in between. Usually what I do. That's just me. Or if you guys actually know a better cooling method for the ship, that'd be lovely. Utility mounts, I run 2 shield boosters. The modifications I use are heavy duty shield boosters. I've heard people say resistant augment might be better, but I really don't know for sure, so I really can't say. I'm not really good with the shield stuff. I'm hoping to get some prismatic shields fairly soon. Hopefully. Also, another thing about this ship that bothers me is the fact that this port is here. It's one of the gun ports from the Cobra Mark III. You've probably seen me do my other video on it before, that I cannot use it. So yeah. Optional internals. Pretty straightforward, actually. 4A shield generator. This is a tier 5 standard shield generator. I have it set as reinforced shields. Basically just a whole bunch of strength and resistance. I run a 4D modular reinforcement package, that is to protect my thrusters and my power plant, because those are pretty weak since they're engineered slightly heavily, especially the power plant. You don't want that getting to 0 or you will explode. So yeah, I currently run a 4A shield cell bank. I usually did run a 4B just because I had the extra one, but I just found the 4A to just give a little bit more, so it's always good to have that. If I ever get prismatic shields, I'll probably just switch it out for a 4D hull reinforcement. I'm not for sure yet. So yeah. A little curious how to get prismatic shields. I'm not quite sure, so hopefully I can think of that. Sadly, the 4D hull reinforcement package cannot be modified, so that sucks. For the rest of my internals, I run hull reinforcement packages, which make this ship extremely tough whenever it loses its shields, because the Cobra Cobra Mark IV doesn't retain its shields or hold its shields as well as the Cobra 3, which is really weird because they're basically the same size. They're barely big. It's barely bigger, so it kind of annoys me that they do this. But yeah. As far as this goes, the modifications are just heavy duty. It's all heavy duty. Some people say running resistance probably be great, and having your armor as heavy duty would probably be better, but I just run all heavy duty. It does me well, so I really can't say. I have not had a problem with this setup. I also run a 2B auto field maintenance kit to repair my canopy and other little components while in battle. It's very handy. Another thing I forgot to go over is my military grade armor, which is set to heavy duty and protects me quite a bit. Also like 10 tons heavier though. Another thing is my 4A thrusters. The Cobra Mark IV was never known for being fast, even though it's, as I said, not all that much bigger than the Cobra Mark III, so I don't know why it's like 100 miles per second slower. I think that's what that is. Or meters per second, I don't know what it is. But I have a 4A Tier 5 dirty drive tuning thrusters. It makes the ship a whole lot different. Like, it makes it really fast and just really agile. Sadly, they're a little bit power hungry and they're a little bit heavy. The integrity's a little lower on them and the thermal load is a little high. But just that overall speed increase is lovely, especially when you're in turn fights with big ships or even smaller ships. Personally, it's kind of what made this ship really good in my hands whenever I got that. Every little thing I do to this ship always helps. Power distributor is also set to high capacity. I have a hard time getting the one firmware that I need to have just recharge faster, but capacity works pretty much just as well in my opinion. The 3A sensors, you could run 3D if you want. I just kind of want the range, that's why. But yeah. Also with this ship, you are going to need a pretty beefy power plant because of all the modifications. I run a tier 4 overcharge power plant. The integrity is lower on it. The heat efficiency is a little bad. Not much you can do, but it's 4 megawatts faster or higher, so 25.8%. So that's always good. Really wish the heat wasn't so bad on this. I always feel like it's the power plant, but I could be wrong. I also got a good roll making it light too a little bit, but I might go back eventually and get a better power plant. Not for sure yet, guys. But yeah. I think that covers it. Currently, right now, I am running a paint job Lunar. My ship name is Lady, and I have my ship ID as Lynx. Also, another thing here, you see they have 2 utility mounts on top. The Cobra, even the Cobra 3 has this, which bothers me, the fact that we cannot use, just like the underport gun. I really hope eventually they will add that in where we can use them, because I feel like it's just a wasted detail that it's not being used. But then again, Frontier is kind of notorious for this, so let's hope eventually, guys. I find the overall details of the ship and just its overall performance just to be beautiful. I also have my power plant, or not my power plant, my frameshift drive set to efficiency, so it's not as hot. Also, it doesn't jump all that far, but what I do, I don't really need to jump far, so yeah. But yes, please tell me down below what you think of this build or any ideas. I do like to have ideas and also any way to make this ship better. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. It does help the channel and it helps to keep up with future content. And until then, catch you on the next one, guys. See ya.